Ayo, what up? My name is Loretta, aka Lil Ro, aka Yo Internet Wifey, and welcome to Loretta's Vegan Kitchen of 2. Currently, it is midway through September in Vancouver, and I was very much looking forward to the fall season, the heat being over. But one thing I did forget was that it's really fucking gray and rainy. Cue seasonal affective disorder. I have not been feeling that great this past week or so. 2, 3, I don't fucking know at this point. And I don't know about you, but one thing that always makes me feel better is motherfucking cookies, bitch. So, today, we're gonna make chocolate chip cookies. Ain't no cookie like a chocolate chip cookie, boy. This recipe I have been making since I was a kid, actually before I was vegan. Yeah, it came out of a family cookbook, and for whatever reason, I did not think to veganize it until like a year ago. And you know what? It turns out beautifully. So we're about to make some motherfucking cookies. First things first, Earth Balance. Earth Balance is my favorite vegan margarine to bake with. I find that for whatever reason, I've tried other things like they sell vegan. It tastes really good on like toast, but it's just too soft. It doesn't hold up well in cookies, in my opinion. So I prefer Earth Balance. We need 1 cup of that. It is supposed to be room temperature. I fucking forgot to take this shit out this morning, so I'm gonna pop it in the microwave real quick. Incidentally, I first learned as a child not to put metal things in the microwave when I was making this exact cookie recipe, and I put a stick of butter in foil in the microwave and started a fire. So today, luckily, 20 some odd years later, I have gained at least a little bit of knowledge, so we're gonna fucking pop this bitch in a bowl. If you find yourself in this situation, I always put it on defrost because it will get way too motherfucking liquidy if you put it in on cook. It just needs like 20 seconds or so and it should be fine. Alright, honestly, 20 seconds was too much. Do like 10 or 15. There she blows, boy. Okay, next up we added sugar. We're gonna add 1 cup of white sugar and 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar. Woo. Now we're just gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm lazy. I know people say you're supposed to be exact when you bake, but I'm usually not very exact. So that's like a teaspoon-ish of vanilla. And now we're gonna stir this shit up. It would definitely be more effective to use an electric mixer for this. But you know what? I am too lazy to do that shit half the time. I'm real conscious of not creating extra dishes. I don't have a fucking dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher around here. So, yeah, stir that shit up until it's cream. That's what she said. So I'm gonna use this bowl that I used to melt butter in before, and we're gonna make a flax egg. Yeah, so I did veganize this recipe. So originally it's supposed to have like 1 whole egg in it. I have made this with egg replacer before, like any old egg replacer, like Bob's Red Mills and whatnot, that you get at like Whole Foods, and it does work great. But I just have flax today, so that's what we're gonna do. So to make the flax egg, we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of ground flax and 3 tablespoons of water. So once you have that shit together, you're just gonna like mix it up a little bit and then put it in the microwave for 15 seconds. This is like a generic flax egg recipe, which you can use anytime you need. I find that flax eggs are actually like really versatile, and that you can use them in most recipes to replace them for an egg. Most like bread and cookie type recipes, obviously it does have kind of like little flax chunkies in it, so if you're making like, I don't know, a sugar cookie or something, you like might not want it in there. But generally speaking, flax eggs, you can see it's kind of starting to get a little bit more gelatinous. We're gonna put it in for another 15 seconds after we give it a little stir. Now it's a little bit more gelatinous, but we're gonna do it one more time. Okay, there she blows. So now we just gonna add this shit, mix her up. Alright, so that's all the wet ingredients. Now moving on to the dry shit. So we add in 1.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. 1.5 cups. Alright, now we got 1 teaspoon of baking powder and baking soda. Alright, that shit is all combined. Now we have the fun part, which is oats. Very exciting. And chocolate chips. We are adding 1 1/4 cup of rolled oats and 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. Today I am using the Enjoy Life mini chips. If you're Canadian, 1 Super Fuego accidentally vegan type of chocolate chips is the President's Choice one. Dankest from Superstore or No Frills or whatever. Those are like real cheap and vegan and delicious. I have also made this recipe with like vegan white chocolate and macadamia nuts. I made it like a white chocolate macadamia nut cookie. Sometimes I'll add shredded coconut, sometimes I'll add marshmallow, and like really honestly you can put fucking really any kind of nut slash chocolate situation in here and it's gonna be delicious. These I didn't realize I got like mini chocolate chips, but I'm kind of into it. If you're not a super chocolatey person, I would maybe only put like 1/2 cup of chocolate chips in versus 3/4 cup. And that's it, that's all. We're just gonna stir this shit up. Obviously we need to do a taste test. It's very important. That's the other good thing about vegan cookies. No salmonella. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention at this point you should have already preheated your oven to 375 degrees. So I have a parchment lined baking sheet here. I always put parchment down just because it makes cleaning up a lot easier. Yeah, it kind of like saves your cookie sheet. So I'm gonna just drop like tablespoons-ish of dough like couple inches apart on this sheet. Wow, so delicious. All right, and in they go. We are gonna cook those. Too tall for the shit. We're gonna cook those for 7 minutes. Yay, it's been 7 minutes. Yay, cookies. I just let these cool a little bit. They're really soft cookies, so like if you don't let them cool for a hot minute, they'll kind of just like mush into oblivion. So that is my tidbit of advice for you. We got cookies, bitch. I realized after cooking these, letting them cool, they're definitely not as good when I make them with a flax egg. Use egg replacer. It works way better. They just are a lot more like flat and crunchy. So if you like a flat and crunchy cookie, use flax. But if you like more of like a thicker, chewy cookie, definitely use egg replacer. Anyways, I hope this was somewhat enjoyable. Make yourself some cookies. Make a friend some cookies. There's no better gift than homemade baking from someone you love when you're not feeling so hot. But anyways, I'm gonna go eat my feelings and watch spooky movies and take pictures of my feet. So I'll see you guys another day. Bye.